Wake up! Welcome to an episode of No Script News, where I gather the news that I want to talk about and I just tell you what it is. You know, straight up, no script, just off the top of my head, like I do my other videos. But this has to do with news. You know, just a tidbit of stuff. You know, I don't want to make a whole video about it because it's not that interesting. No, it is. It's the most interesting thing in the world. That's why I'm talking about it. I just don't want to blabber like I'm doing now. But first off, Oblivion Remake was dug up. You know, I don't know how those nerds do it, but they do what they do, and they have images of Oblivion, and it looks pretty sweet. It looks a little discolored, looks kind of gray, you know, brown. You know, I don't know why they do that, to make it look more realistic, I guess. But I guess those people who programmed it have never been outside, because when I go outside, I see a lot of greens, blues. You know, I see the colors are an ocean over the rainbow, however they say it. Anyways, I'm excited about it. I played the hell out of it when it came out, so it's like, am I really gonna, you know, get into it again? I'm not gonna buy it, tell you the truth. I'll probably watch other people stream it a little bit, and maybe I'll decide then. But I mean, I remember just running through that game, going through all those portals, like the hell portals, and just running, you know, through all the monsters, because it became repetitive. And that's kind of what I remember about it, you know, just running through those big old hellscape levels, and then going up the towers or down the towers and getting whatever the key or I forgot what I had to do. And it was just like, you know, okay. You know, after you go through the first portal, it kind of wears off. But I mean, it was good for the time, and I just don't think I want to go back. Always forward, never back. Unless I'm playing my retro games. I guess this is a retro game, just remade. Anyways, moving on. Outer Worlds 2 has released some alpha footage of the environment, saying that they're a lot bigger now. You know how last time on the Outer World 1 they had different zones, and you know, they're fine, you know, not too much explorable, but I mean, for the game that it was, you know, the map, it was fine. But I guess this time it's going to be a lot bigger. I mean, it looks good. They also showed off a character, you know, not really showed him off, but just showed some gameplay of him. But the game looks fine. You know, it's what I expected, the Outer Worlds, but just bigger, part 2. I haven't finished the first one. It was okay. I just didn't really hook me, to tell you the truth. I think there was something else I was playing at the time. It might have been Assassin's Creed Origins, and I kind of gravitated towards that. But yeah, I guess I can go back and, you know, finish it. I mean, I have the time now. So, but you know, I mean, the second one looks, I don't want to buy the second one without having to finish the first one. It just doesn't make sense to me. And especially with, you know, there's so many games out there to play, especially Blueprint that came out on Xbox Game Pass. I'm sure it's on the other systems too. Man, that game has me hooked. It's very good. I'm gonna make a whole video about it, a PSR video, or no, a Games We Play video about it. So look out for that coming soon. It's a very interesting game, and it's very hard to explain, so that's why I need more time than just.
Is back for lunch and is starting with household pets and would like to see 149 through 150.
This one has what we call a locket on the chest. Oh, no, we're gonna. Owner. I need the owner now. She doesn't have my face.
Than just, you know, letting you know here in this video. It's a crazy puzzle game, but kind of more. Anyways, moving on. Skull and Bones is still making waves. Ubisoft has announced that they are releasing combat on foot combat for the game now, so you can actually be a pirate. It's not just going to be the ocean stuff, and that was a big drawback from the game. You know, people wanted to be a full pirate. You know, yeah, the ocean sailing and combat is a big part of it, but people didn't want that to be the whole game. They wanted another reimagined Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You know, they wanted something, just a pirate game where you can actually be a pirate, man. And so supposedly now, I mean, you're gonna be on foot pretty soon. You know, actually have a story, hopefully, you know, objectives, and actually live the pirate booty life. I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna get it. It's just very too late. I like to jump in the games when they first come out, and they pretty much just you know, fumbled the bag on this one. But it's good to see that Ubisoft is sticking with it, which gives me hope for Marathon. Actually, it may not launch, you know, at the greatest because of $40 price tag, and just, you know, you know, people are just mixed about it. But I mean, if Ubisoft is willing to put in the time for Skull and Bones to succeed, then Marathon, I'm sure, has a chance. I don't think Sony wants to do another Concord and just take it off the shelf, because why would you want to do that? Especially when you're investing so much money in it. I mean, Concord, they really screwed the pooch on that one. Unless they're like fixing it, behind the scenes. So Marathon should have a chance. And Ubisoft putting in the work for Skull and Bones is probably a good indication of that. But still, I'm not going to get it. And last but not least, I'll leave you with a little bit of politicking today. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know, but I'm from California. And let me tell you guys, it's a wonderful state, man. The beauty, it cannot be compared to any other state in the United States. Maybe Hawaii. Now, I know it definitely has its problems because I live here. It's expensive, too damn expensive. It has homeless problems because it's a beautiful state. It's the most populated state in the United States, so of course we're going to have more problems than the average state out there in the Midwest that doesn't have any people living in it. But this little segment is specifically for my Canadian friends out there who may think people from the United States hate them because they voted for a dumbass. And even though I don't really like Gavin Newsom because, he's Gavin Newsom, I do like that he's reaching out to Canadians and just other people out there, reminding them how beautiful California is, because it really is.
The Golden State and Canada have always shared so much in common. Sure, you know who's trying to stir things up back in D.C., but don't let that ruin your beach plans. California, it's the ultimate playground. 2,000 miles from Washington and a world away in mindset. From our iconic beaches and national parks to world-class wine, food, and outdoor adventure, there's something here for everyone. Last year, nearly 2 million Canadians visited California, because here in California, we've got plenty of sunshine and a whole lot of love for our neighbors up north.
And being a Californian, I really take our mountains for granted, especially when other people from out of state come and visit, from places where they don't really have mountains, like the Midwest and the South, like in Florida. And then we also have wonderful forests, lakes, the ocean, and the beaches. Not to mention the food and the endless activities you can do in this state. We also have a desert if you want to go dune riding. I mean, the possibilities are just endless. But most of the media influencers like to focus on the negatives because, a crash scene attracts people. If it bleeds, it reads. So I'm just here to remind you guys that you're wrong. Now that's going to do it for this episode of No Script News. Let me know what you guys think about Oblivion. If you guys are going to get the remake, or if you guys are like me, once you play the game, you're pretty much done with it. But that's okay though, because this game is probably not for me. It's for people who've never played it before, who are just jumping in, maybe new players who wanted to play it back then and didn't. Now they have a chance. The same thing with The Last of Us 2 remake, that whole bundle that had the complete series. At first, I thought, but then I talked to Luke's Awakening, and he just reminded me that it's not like telling me that it's not for me, but just telling me who it's for, and it's for people who have never played it. I mean, it's a great deal, I guess, if you want to get the whole complete bundle with the extras and a special edition. And the same goes for all these other remakes being done. I understand that these companies need to make money, and that's the way they're doing it. I just wish that they would also be making other games. Doesn't have to be AAA. Smaller games are fine too. Like I was saying, this game, Blueprints, it got me hooked. And also, let me know what you guys think about The Outer Worlds. Is it gonna, you gonna play it? Yeah, nay? I'm gonna get on Xbox Game Pass because that's what I do to save money. And I won't be spending that money on Skull and Bones. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I'll meet you right there. Peace. Wake up!